Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 302. The noun phrase today is a white lie. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot? Do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says that a statement is a white lie, it usually means that it is a lie that is less serious or less important, especially told in order to be polite or avoid hurting another person's feelings. It is often told to avoid trouble or to be more tactful, have the correct way of, dealing with situations and being careful about what you say. All right, let's continue. The origin of this term is based on Old Western beliefs that the color white meant good and black was often associated with evil. We can still see in modern terms such as a white witch or black magic. A white witch is supposed to use her powers for good, as opposed to black magic, which calls on evil spirits to do bad things. Thus, a white lie is told for good purposes and to avoid hurting others. Okay, and we have several examples to show just how we use this. Here's the first one. How do you like my new hairstyle? That's what A says, and B says, it is very special. I think it is lovely. But, of course, in this case, we know that B is lying. He doesn't really mean that, but he just says it because he wants to be polite. All right, number 2. If a wife asks her husband, are you having an affair? And he lies and says no, he may be trying to avoid hurting her feelings, but it is also too serious to be considered a white lie. I'm just giving you this example so that you really understand when we say that it has to be less serious. Even though he may be lying, he doesn't want to hurt her feelings, probably also doesn't want to get in trouble. But it's too serious to be considered a white lie. It has to be not so serious. All right, number 3. Do you like my painting? All right, that's what A says. And B says, it is very unique. Cool. But, of course, this person probably doesn't really think that. But they're just saying it is nice. All right, and our last example. In the old movie Liar, Liar with Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey has, there are many examples of when one would tell a white lie. However, in the movie, his son wishes his father could not lie anymore. It comes true, and it creates many funny situations. So the reason I'm even mentioning this is because this movie really shows that it's almost impossible for the average person to go through a day without telling at least one lie. You probably tell 5 to 10 and don't even realize it. And if you were not able to tell a white lie, it would probably make life a lot more difficult for you. So this is how often this comes up when we talk about somebody told a white lie. So anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.